Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2023 and another part of the Williams Road to Glory career mode. Today we are back with the Singapore Grand Prix. It's going to be an exciting one. Looking forward to it. Hopefully you guys are too. Give it a big thumbs up down below if you are enjoying, and of course subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos. But without further ado, let's get ourselves immersed into the action. We have got the aerodynamic testing period starting again today, so we'll be able to start getting ahead again with next season's car. We should have some of our research coming through in the coming days as well, 9 days and 11 days, so we can set off two brand new exercises to get the research up for next season. So looking forward to that. Let's push forward and see how we get on. Obviously last time out we had a bit of a disaster at the end, and yeah, completely my fault with Yuki Tsunoda, and I do apologise to him and all of his supporters once again for that. I know people get very, very upset when things like that happen. I do apologise. Anyway, Tech Insights Mercedes, they are bringing an upgrade, which is good to see, and well, spotlight on AlphaTauri apparently. But it looks like Esteban Ocon is going to finish second in the championship, which I think would be absolutely awesome. If I'm honest with you, I think he's more than earned it. I think we're going to just go for full rest, actually. Yeah, let's do that. I'm quite happy to go for full rest out there. In terms of car parts development, yeah, we're still a couple of days away from that research coming through, so let's head in and let's research a new front wing for next year. And this is the last ATR window, I think, so we need to make it pay. So we're gonna put, you know, a good hour into each of these parts now. Okay, that looks good. And yeah, we'll stick 4 on that. Let's just have a little check of the cost cap. Projected 6 more million is going to be spent there, so that's fine. And we've got 27 million pound left, so we should be okay to do another round of research. Okay, chassis complete, so we'll head to the rear wing and we'll do some of that. And we will try and keep things going. I am really trying to push next year's car massively and be right at the front of the grid at the start of next season, if we possibly can be. And I think I'm gonna claim it now. It's gonna be a bold claim. I think Esteban Ocon will win the World Championship next season. I do believe that. Let's have a little look then. So chassis is all good. Yep, suspension's good, underflow's good, side pods are good, rear wing's good, and front wing is good as well. Everything else we can quite happily stay with. Yep, facility upgrade complete. Let's move forward. And yes, that one ends, and that's after Brazil. So we do actually have one more testing period, actually. Okay. Yeah, okay. Cool, right. I think we're ready to get into this weekend. Let's go.
Our Formula One season continues here, in the Republic of Singapore. Singapore's Marina Bay is a floodlit extravaganza for the senses and a true test for F1 drivers. Cars are just inches away from the walls on this tight street circuit, and even at night, the air thrums with heat. Singapore's streets are a constant challenge for drivers where one lapse in concentration can easily see them hit the wall. Downforce is the name of the game here, and teams will need to add as much as possible to gain an advantage. In the last round, Max Verstappen flew to victory, the Dutchman proving that he can be absolutely unstoppable when he's in such fine form. It's time then for another thrilling weekend of F1 drama.
Okay, cool. Right, I think we're ready and raring to go. It could well be raining in qualifying. That could make things very interesting indeed. So I'll see you guys for Q1. Okay, it's fair to say that it is wet qualifying. That's going to make things very, very interesting indeed in terms of where we're at. There's the setup confidence for Esteban Ocon. If we have a little look for Yuki Tsunoda as well, you can see just little discrepancies. But yeah, let's get ourselves into Q1, see how it goes. Obviously need to avoid traffic like the plague, but it is going to dry up right at the end of the session. And I don't think now is going to be the best time to get out there. So we shall let our weather forecast dictate when we go out. I'm assuming that we'll be all right to go out a couple of minutes from the end of the session when the track is drying up, and hopefully we will see our cars get through to Q2. That's the plan anyway. Oh, let's have a little look. 21:10. Yep. I mean, this is... it's going to be very, very interesting here. Oh, the rain is staying just a little bit, but now it's gone to dry. Wow, this is going to be tight. This is going to be very, very tight indeed. Oh my god, why has he only got 2? Oh, that's ridiculous. Oh, Tsunoda's only got 2 sets of soft tyres. Alright. Gonna send them out there. Now, what could well happen is a red flag or something similar, and we could have both of our cars out in Q1. That could happen. But we're gonna try and ride on board.
And then go push.
With Esteban Ocon. I'm hoping because they're on soft tyres it will be a case of these are their fastest laps. Now the problem is Ocon right behind Yuki Tsunoda, and they might struggle.
Okay, that'll be flag.
But there could be some shocks here because Charles Leclerc is down in the drop zone. Is he out there putting in a lap? He is out there. He is out there performing. Through the middle sector, it's green as Max Verstappen heads over the line. It's no improvement for him there. And here we go then. It's going to be Yuki Tsunoda that heads over the line first. Oh, this isn't great. It's only 7th for Tsunoda, but Ocon up to 2nd. Easily through to Q2, but Leclerc is still out there. He needs to head over the line, he does, and he goes 2nd. That's very, very good from him. What about Russell? Can Russell head over the line? I think Russell... is he going to be out of qualifying? I'm not sure. Yep, Russell's out. Russell's out, everybody. Wow. Well, that's a big shock. Piastri out as well. That's a massive shock in Q1. George Russell is gone. Lando Norris is gone as well. Oscar Piastri is out. Valtteri Bottas, who has been somebody that's got through to Q3 quite often this season, he's out of qualifying. So let's get ourselves into Q2, where it could well be very wet again. It certainly looks that way. Right, let's see how we get on here. Are we going to have dry conditions? Apparently we will. Later on in the session, once again. And we're quite willing to just stay in the pits until that moment happens. There you go, now the rain starts to dry up. And now it's starting to get wetter again. Is it going to drop? Yes, now it's going to drop. So now it's dry with about 4 minutes to go once again. Okay, let's have a little look at this. I think scrub tyres should be enough to get through. They're going to have to be. So we can't afford to be going into Q3 with absolutely nothing. So we'll send them both out again, fairly close to each other. And hopefully they'll be alright. So let's ride on board with Esteban Ocon then on his scrub tyres. Charles Leclerc is currently quickest. Out at the moment, Ricciardo, Zhou Guanyu and Nick De Vries. Now, can Ocon get past De Vries there? I think that was De Vries. So I think he's out of qualifying here, and Ricciardo and Zhou, they've already crossed the line, so this is going to just be a case of putting in the lap, I think, and not getting held up too much, although is that Max Verstappen? I think it is Max Verstappen. He's held up Ocon a hell of a lot there, but let's see what happens. Tsunoda's going to come over the line. Is he going to get through into Q3? He's up to 4th. Ocon over the line. He's up to 2nd. Well, there you go.
5.
And just about enough to get through.
You're doing a good job.
And going out is Albon, Schumacher, De Vries, Zhou Guanyu and Daniel Ricciardo. And that's an interesting top 10. Very interesting. A couple of penalties in there as well. And let's see how we get on in Q3. We have got, of course, extra tyres unlocked in Q3. And it might be a case that we have to get out there early. Let's have a look. Yep, we're going to have to get out there now. Socon's out. Tsunoda's out. And there they go, off on their merry way. This is going to be the lap that determines whether they get through or not. Or what grid position they get, because that rain is going to be starting very, very soon. So let's ride on board with Esteban Ocon. That rain, we think, is going to be coming in about a minute's time. That's going to disrupt the end of a lot of people's laps, including the likes of Gasly, Magnussen, Leclerc. You would imagine, as Yuki Tsunoda goes quickest in Sector 1 by about 0.5 of a second. And they're flying through this middle sector now. This is good. This is very good. So 26.7 first sector now. 36.6 middle sector. 36.4 for Tsunoda. This is very, very strong. That rain isn't coming just yet. We were expecting it to come, and here we go then with Ocon. He's over the line. It's a 29.3. Tsunoda over the line. He goes quickest with a 28.9. That is fantastic from Yuki Tsunoda.
Currently P1.
But when is the rain going to come? I don't think the rain is going to come. It's going to be Carlos Sainz that comes over the line next. Is he going to be the one to take pole position? Sainz over the line. He goes 3rd. Stroll goes 2nd. What about Max Verstappen? He comes over the line. He takes pole by 0.6 of a second. Perez over the line goes 5th. Porsche 7th. What about Leclerc? He goes 2nd. Right, Magnussen now over the line. What can he manage? He only goes 9th, and well, Gasly is going to be slower than everybody because that rain is coming down. He goes 10th. Oh no, he does go above Kevin Magnussen in the end. But it's Yuki Tsunoda who outqualifies his teammate in 3rd place and was the one that took it to the Red Bulls, you'd have to say. But Max Verstappen, 5/10 quicker than any other driver. And he takes pole position for the Singapore Grand Prix. A race he's never won before. In real life, that is. He's probably won it in game, if we're being honest. But, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a Red Bull 1-2. Tsunoda starting P3. That's good for him. Hopefully he can get right in amongst it. And I'm hoping that Ocon can compete as well. But not the best. Lap time from Esteban Ocon. Starting 5th tomorrow.
It's race day with the teams and drivers ready and raring to go.
The walls around Singapore force the cars close together, and even the best can waver in the tight spaces. Back in 2011, we saw Lewis Hamilton clip Felipe Massa as the two battled it out. There were certainly some words exchanged after that one, as I'm sure you recall. The sky tonight is mostly clear, with only a few clouds. Nothing to worry about for now, but let's see how the situation unfolds.
We should see some fascinating strategies applied today here at the Singapore Grand Prix.
Okay then, well, I think we are ready and raring to go here. Let's see what we can pull off in terms of strategy. Could go soft, soft, hard. Could go soft, medium, soft. Ocon does have a couple of brand new sets of soft tyres. Now, what's going to be the better way to do this? I mean, could soft, medium, medium work? Is that something we could possibly do? We could possibly. Would actually be slightly quicker to do that than with the softs. Yeah, we'll try that with Ocon. And Tsunoda obviously doesn't have as many soft tyres, so he's definitely going to have to go medium. But we might start on the mediums for him. Try and take them decently into the race. Yep, okay, right, that's what we're going to go for with Tsunoda then. That's quite an interesting one because we can't really push in this Grand Prix. It's going to be all about looking after those tyres, and we've seen that in, of course, the real life Singapore Grand Prix last week. It's how slow can you go and look after these tyres. So let's get into it. It is the Singapore Grand Prix. Let's hit the road, Jack.
The drivers are almost ready here in Singapore as we get ready for 61 laps under the lights. Yuki Tsunoda will be hoping things go his way today.
They're up in P3, which is a terrific grid position for them. What can they manage here, I wonder?
This should certainly be a good one, folks. And this is it, the Singapore Grand Prix.
Here's the moment then. It's lights out, away we go, and it's Max Verstappen off the grid well, but Yuki Tsunoda has got off the grid well as well, and he's going to go around the outside of Esteban Ocon, of Charles Leclerc in this first lap. Very, very good from Yuki Tsunoda, and he will be trying his damnedest to get past Max Verstappen as well, but doesn't quite manage to finish off the move on Charles Leclerc. It's a good start for the two Red Bulls. Didn't doing exactly what they needed to do. We've got the hard tyre running Lance Stroll just behind as well. And Esteban Ocon on these soft tyres. He's going to need to make headway pretty quickly here if he's going to make this work. Yeah, Yuki Tsunoda already losing out to the two Red Bulls. I think third could well be the best we can hope for today for both drivers. But yeah, it's not quite happening at the moment. Yeah, we're not going to be pushing hard at all here. It's going to be about looking after the tyres. And there goes Stroll into third place on those hards. Tsunoda desperately trying to get past. But it doesn't happen. Tsunoda's actually losing quite a bit of time to at least the top two. And if Stroll manages to get away as well, that would turn into the top three. So here we go around the final corner then. Can he manage it? DRS open? No, not quite. Right then, Tsunoda DRSing again. This should be him getting past. He's not quite managing it at the moment. But the top two leading the way, Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc. Now Leclerc is on hard tyres, so he's got a big advantage, you would say. And there goes Tsunoda trying to go around the outside there. It didn't quite work out. Now then, DRS once again. Yeah, hopefully going to look after these tyres quite nicely. DRS well and truly open this time, goes round the outside, that turns into the inside line. Is he going to manage to make this stick? Not yet. Creating a bit of a train behind us. And well, there goes Esteban Ocon. He's passed now by the Mercedes of Ocon. Not of Ocon, of Perez. Yeah, Ocon struggling out there on these soft tyres. So, Tsunoda managed to overtake Stroll eventually, but it's going to be a bit of a yo-yo position, you feel. I'll tell you what is going to be very, very important is... Oh, that's Tsunoda in the wall.
Let's have a look at that.
And that was Stroll passing Tsunoda. Don't know what happened to
There's a yellow flag.
Tsunoda. Let's see.
Now
He's
this, I think,
coming
was a
around
turn
the
13.
outside. Oh, and he just lost it.
Could be done to avoid.
Right.
What's the issue?
I think he needs a new front wing. Guessing everything else is okay. We're going to go on to the hard tyres. He's going to try and take those to the end, I think.
Okay, box.
Copy.
We'll see where he ends up, but yeah, that's a real pain in the backside. He's away in 8.2 seconds. How long will those tyres... Oh, they're just not going to last, are they? Right, we're going to tell him to avoid high-risk curbs. We'll try and take them as long as we can. We're going to be light on them. We'll see what he can manage. Alright, zooming it forward then. Ocon not a million miles away from his pit window. Right, So a little look. Sonoda currently going at back marker pace, really. Let's get them back up to standard. Yeah, Ocon managed to get back past Perez. These are crucial moments in this Grand Prix. Yeah, Perez on quite worn, soft tyres now. Oh, and Ocon's gone into the wall.
Was that, honestly? Oh.
Wow.
You okay?
Well, well, well. First time this season that we've really seen incident. Oh, and that was not great, really, from Ocon. Ah, dear. Right. So he's got front wing damage now. I think he'll be heading on to the hard tyres. So let's edit the strategy. Gonna go hard tyre. Gonna come in pretty much now. And then, yeah, should be okay.
Steven in.
But wasn't able to use the soft tyres very well. How's Sonoda doing? Yep, he's lapping at a decent pace. So Ocon in now. And away he goes. He's ahead of Lance Stroll. We'll see what they can manage, but yeah, a bit of a disaster, to say the least. Yeah, Stroll's on medium, so to be expected that he's quick. Mick Schumacher in the pits. Ocon through. Yeah, Stroll overtaking Ocon. That's what led to all this, really. Let's get that down to medium now. Doesn't need to particularly risk it. More yellow flags there. Albon in the pits. Long way ahead. And that was Carlos Sainz running wide. But at the moment, we've got Leclerc leading the way. Verstappen second, then Gasly third. Ocon down in 16th position. It's a real body blow to us, really, that we've had two horrible incidents that we just didn't have before. We haven't had this season, really. Oh, knock on. This is just stupid from Zane Maloney. And finally, Ocon gets through. Hopefully De Vries won't be quite as hard, and he's not. Sonoda around the outside of Zhou Guanyu, and he is through. So Ocon back up to 13th place. Actually comes out ahead of Carlos Sainz. Believe it or not. Back into the points he comes. Yeah, it's actually been a bit of an undercut for him, really, to come out on these fresh tyres, and I suppose it sort of works. Sonoda now, where's he? He's 13th. He's going to get past Zane Maloney next, I think. Yep, so up to 11th. as Ocon has overtaken Stroll as well. Let's have a little look at that.
It was the Williams driver.
Yeah, it was DRS.
The opportunity's there.
Got down the inside, nicely through. So good job. I'm gonna try and use a bit of ERS to. Oh, have we got a safety car?
We've got a yellow flag here.
I don't think so, but I don't know what's happened here. It's the two McLarens, it's Lando Norris. Oh, and he was just squeezed, wasn't he, by the Haas of Mick Schumacher. Okay, right, Ocon in 8th place at the moment, now back ahead of Gasly, up to 7th. He is going to be in a good position. He's actually looking after his tyres remarkably well. Let's go and be aggressive on them now. Yeah, Tsunoda doing a fine job. Yeah, Gasly might struggle to overtake Stroll. Oh well, Stroll's just come in and put pay to that. Yeah, 134.2 from Ocon last lap. Going quite nicely here. Meanwhile, Tsunoda just seems to be going backwards. Yeah, not too far away from this happening. Alright, time to bring Esteban in. He's going to go on to the medium tyres. I'm going to bring Tsunoda in as well.
Esteban in.
The entry.
Copy.
So Tsunoda, we're going to take him off the shackles. He can now go for it for the rest of this Grand Prix. Ocon's in, good pit stop, back out in 13th, not far behind Lance Stroll. Now, what Ocon has got is nice tyres. We've got 20 laps to go here. It's a long old time. Well, there is more yellow flags.
And yes, we
It
have.
was Nick
We've
De
had a
Vries. Let's
crash.
go and have a little look at this. Oh, wow. Well, it was very nearly involving Yuki Tsunoda there. Oh, that could have been an absolute disaster, but he's okay. Yep, Tsunoda still in 16th with nice tyres as well. And look at those top 10, other than Albon, Russell. I suppose some of the top runners have come in and pitted, but lots of them haven't. So here we go. He needs to get past Stroll, and does get past Stroll. And if he can get back up into sort of 7th place, that would be pretty amazing, really. Max Verstappen into the pits now. Oh, what a move that was from Ocon. From a long way back. That was awesome. I wish we got to see that again. And, well, yeah, I suppose that's going to take effect later on, but it was a very good move from a long way back. Now then, I'm going to use ERS. Going to get past this Alpine of Piastri and push on. That's the plan anyway. Yep, we seem okay.
We've got no energy, no energy.
Tsunoda, meanwhile, down the order and struggling. I don't think he's going to get back into the points. Ocon, meanwhile, he's catching up to George Russell now. Let's have a little look at tyres. Yeah, Gasly's going to have to come into the pits. Perez is okay. Everybody else looks fine on their tyres. Gasly currently in 3rd place. He's going to be the one. But yeah, is Charles Leclerc finally going to do it? Finally going to win a race this season for Red Bull? Yeah, Ocon now struggling to stay ahead of Alex Albon. And Stroll's overtaken Yuki Tsunoda, so Tsunoda's still in 15th place. I mean, it's a very sad day. Oh, well, what on earth is Tsunoda up to today?
Here we are then, reaching turn 13.
Yeah, he's coming up into turn 13. It's another big lockup. And
they'll have to pick themselves
yeah,
up
it's
after
not been good. And that's going to be another front wing gone.
Okay, keep pushing, keep pushing.
And to be honest with you, I think it is just time to bring in the car. He's 15th at the moment. He's not going to do any better. Let's not waste any more car parts, any more engine wear. Yuki Tsunoda, he's had a horrible day at the office, bless him. He is out of the Singapore Grand Prix. So we're now down to one car with Esteban Ocon. And yeah, I mean, Gasly's the one to watch because I think he's going to try and go all the way. So he could get a puncture at any moment. Ocon pretty safely within the points, but once again, Max Verstappen is now starting to turn the screw on Charles Leclerc. And all of a sudden, Charles Leclerc is now in 2nd. It's just happened at every Grand Prix this season. It's just an unbelievable turn of events. And once again, I mean, Leclerc's going to be within a second. He's going to have better tyres come the last lap, and we'll watch that last lap battle. I'll tell you what, Ocon is doing a good job of staying in front of Alexander Albon. I think that's going to be 8 very good points. But Max Verstappen ultimately is going to be the man to enjoy today a lot, and there he is. He's going into his penultimate lap now. Can Leclerc get within a second for the final lap? I don't think he can. Final lap of the race then. And yeah, it looks like Ocon is going to finish in 6th place, which is awesome for him. It's going to be 8 points. He held on to this position very, very well. But there's Max Verstappen. In fact, Charles Leclerc has caught up and will have DRS. Well, no, has just had DRS. This is going to be very close, actually, for Charles Leclerc. Is he going to overtake his teammate? No, he's not. It is Max Verstappen who wins here in Singapore. But look at these two, Perez and Sainz, they're battling it out.
Max Verstappen over the finish line.
Haven't quite managed to sort out who is going to be in 3rd place. Sainz is looking the likely victim.
No energy.
Copy that.
Now Esteban Ocon, he's going to be absolutely fine in P6, I think. It's going to be Carlos Sainz that comes over the line in 3rd, Perez 4th, and then Russell in 5th. Sorry, Ocon is flying around the final corner now. He's going to finish in 6th place, 8 points for him. But a bad day at the office, you would have to say. We had pace this weekend. Probably, you know, to have both cars up there in the top 6, but crashes hampered us, and you know, you've got to keep your car on the track ultimately, and we didn't do that today. And Tsunoda in particular, 2 crashes for him, a crash for Ocon, 3 front wings we've broken.
Now that's an excellent
but
drive
6th place, you know, we'll take it.
An outstanding performance today to have made the top 10. Not many would have expected this from the team, to be honest.
Well, they've been waiting for this, haven't they? And it's only right that they make the most of it. Well, Max Verstappen can add yet another podium to his already impressive record.
Another win this year, and you know what? I wonder if they've lost count by now.
And you've got to think that Singapore will be buzzing now for many hours to come.
Max Verstappen once again just comes out on top. I mean, he's just been brilliant, hasn't he? You know, there's no other word for it. Charles Leclerc finishes 2nd. Yeah, Sainz 3rd. And, well, wonderful to see Zhou Guanyu in the points for Alfa Romeo. Into the Drivers' Championship then, Max Verstappen now 69 points ahead in the championship after his 11th win of the season. Ocon's consistency this year, not enough to take him close enough to Max Verstappen. Charles Leclerc still winless this season, and the only other guy to win a race this year is Carlos Sainz, who is in 5th. But Yuki Tsunoda, once again, his 4th DNF of the season, and the 2nd one, that's his fault. But yeah, let's continue on. Constructors should still finish 2nd ahead of Ferrari, I think, and should surpass 400 points, which I think is really awesome. And we did have 2 of the fastest pit stops once again, so we are still absolutely dominating that championship, which is fantastic to see. Another 5.6 million in the bank, which is what we ultimately need to keep balanced. But that is where we're going to leave it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed that, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.